Welcome to the LEED Green Associates Sample Test Round 3. First question. Potable water is defined as wastewater from bathroom, sinks, laundry machines, kitchen sinks, and dishwashers. Option 2. Untreated household wastewater, which has not come into contact with toilet waste or kitchen sinks. Option C. Water that is not treated to drinking standard and is not meant for human consumption. Option D. Water that meets or exceeds EPA's drinking water standards. Answer is water that meets or exceeds EPA drinking water standards. Because according to EPA's, potable water meets or exceeds EPA's drinking water standards. Potable water can be used for any purpose, though the intent of the water efficiency credits is to reduce the use of potable water. Question number 2. What must a project do to earn LEED certification after selecting a rating system? Options are: earn a minimum number of points only, satisfy relevant prerequisites for the selected rating system, and earn a minimum number of points, satisfy all prerequisites for the selected rating system, and earn a minimum number of points, pay the relevant fees, and have a green rater approve the project. The answer is satisfy all prerequisites for the selected rating systems and earn a minimum number of points. Because after selecting a rating system, a project must satisfy all prerequisites and earn a minimum number of points to be certified. Satisfy relevant prerequisites is not correct because project teams can't choose what prerequisites to meet for a given rating system. All prerequisites for the rating system. Green raters are only relevant to the LEED building design and construction homes rating system. Third question. What environmental externalities occurs when buildings use significant quantities of potable water indoors? Options are: increased environmental burdens on the water supply, increased stormwater runoff, increased water rates, decreased energy efficiency. Answer is increased environmental burdens on the water supply. Because environmental externalities are transactions in which one or more parties to the transaction are not compensated and may have little choice in the transaction. Externalities can be either negative or positive for both parties affected. Fourth question. A delivery of drywall arrived at a building site during a rainstorm. Some of the drywall exposed to the rain. What should the general contractor do with the material? Options are: wait for it to dry out and then install it, send it to the landfill, install it anyway, ask for replacement drywall from the seller. Answer is ask for replacement drywall from the seller. Because remember, a general contractor is responsible for keeping building materials dry so that no mold is introduced into the building. Installing the drywall or waiting for it to dry and then installing it are not good options. How could it be known for certain that it is dry below the surface? Fifth question. Some wood flooring recovered from a local burn demolition is being used for flooring in a new office project. What type of material is the wood flooring considered? Options are: recycled content, reused materials, virgin resource, recycled and refurbished materials. Answer is recycled and refurbished material. Do not confuse recycled content with reused materials. Recycled content contains materials that have been recycled. An example is insulation made from recycled newspaper. Reused materials are construction materials recovered from building sites and reused on different building sites in the same or a different capacity. Examples can include flooring, brick, beams and doors. Sixth question. How many of the 110 possible lead points can be earned for addressing regionally specific environmental issues? Options are 4, 2, 1, 10. Answer is 4. It is all rating systems with 100 baseline points and 10 bonus points. Of the 10 bonus points, 4 are for regional priority. 7th question. Which of the following assess environmental performance of products and services and provide guidance on improving their environmental performance? Options are ISO 40000, ISNA, LEED and ASHRAE. Answer is ISO 14000. Sorry, it would be ISO 14000. Because the ISO 40000 product oriented standards include environmental levels and declaration, life cycle assessment and design for environment. Question number 8. A refrigerated warehouse project in the design phase would reduce its electricity demand by taking which of the following actions? Options are enrolling in a demand response program, purchasing renewable energy credits, purchasing carbon oxides to counter GHG or greenhouse gas emissions, purchasing all electricity from a wind farm. Answer B. Enrolling in a demand response program. Because demand response allows only utilities to call on buildings to decrease their electricity use during peak times, reducing the strain on the grid and the need to operate more power plants, thus potentially avoiding the cost of constructing new plants. A demand response program can work for the most demanding energy projects, data centers, refrigeration, or fully occupied buildings in areas that hit 110 degrees Fahrenheit or 43 degrees Celsius in the summer. Question 9. If a building owner selected a project site in an existing community with proximity to existing utility lines and street networks, in which of the following ways would it save on project costs? Options are by reduced infrastructure cost, by increased availability of grid source renewable energy, by reduced cost of electric transmission, by increased opportunities to participate in demand response programs. Answer is by reduced infrastructure costs. Because if a building owner locates the project near existing utilities, they can easily save on having the utilities connected to the site because the distance and materials needed to do so would be reduced. Last question. A bioswale would be used to help earn credit in what LEED category? Options are sustainable sites, energy and atmosphere, location and transportation, water efficiency. Answer is sustainable sites. Because bioswales are landscape elements designed to remove silt and pollution from surface runoff water during and after construction. They consist of a swelled drainage course with gently sloped sides and filled with vegetation, compost or repreve. Bioswales would be used to help capture and improve the quality of runoff. That's the all question. Thank you.